morning and welcome to Woodbridge Middle School. Mayor Dr. Zega, Board Member Molnar, Board Member Tamburello, Councilman Patel, colleagues, guests, students, I don't think I've left anyone out, neighbors. We are standing today on hallowed ground, truly hallowed ground. Since 1911, this building has been home to educators who have taught students in high school, junior high, and middle school. And that will continue for another 100 years plus. But it's going to continue in a far better way. It will be updated. It will have a beautiful addition, beautiful renovations. And so this glorious building will remain, but it will be profoundly better. It will be a place where students will be, they're already happy to be here, but they will come in happy with the building in which they will learn. And we are grateful to the township, government, and the Board of Education for doing that for our students, for your children. And with that, I would like to turn this over to our mayor, who has not only been a mayor to Woodbridge Middle School, but he's been a good friend.
Thank you very much, Dr. Crow. It's no secret that we're working very hard on our downtown. We have a tremendous asset that many towns don't have, and that's our downtown train station. And we're doing quite a few projects that will bring people downtown, people with incomes, people with money, people with spending ability to improve our stores, to improve our shops, our restaurants, everything about downtown Woodbridge. You see all our neighbors doing it. Metuchen just finished a tremendous project downtown. Edison's working on it, Westfield, Cranford, Rahway, you name it, anybody around us. And if we're going to compete with those towns for people and for the economy, then we've got to do the right thing. And I think that what's going to set us apart from every other town is our schools, because right in downtown, we're later today going to go to have a groundbreaking at Ross Street School, a brand new grammar school walking distance from the train station. And now we're doing a major upgrade of Woodbridge Middle School. So we're going to basically have 1.5 new schools, almost 2 brand new schools. And that's going to make our downtown more successful than anybody else's. It's no secret that people that come into town and live in these apartments tend to not have a lot of kids, but when they do, we want them to move out of their apartments and stay downtown. And that's because of our Ross Street School and because of our Woodbridge Middle School, and also because of the great improvements we made to Woodbridge High School. So this is a tremendous effort between the township and the school board, just like we paid for the school field improvements, the tracks, the tennis courts, the turf field, just like we paid for all those. The township will provide the money for these improvements here at Woodbridge Middle, and also the improvements at Ross Street. There was a $57 million referendum passed last March, overwhelmingly 3.5 to 1. People in the state, Dr. Zega will tell you, mayors I talked to tell me, how'd you pass a referendum, $3.5 million, 3.5 to 1, $57 million? And we say simply because the town is covering it with all the economic development activity, all the money we're going to get from the downtown developments, it makes sense to reinvest that money in our downtown schools. So I couldn't be prouder of the job that everybody's done, the Board of Ed, the council. We have both here. We have the mayor. We have the superintendent. I'd be willing to bet there's not many places in the state of New Jersey where the mayor stands next to the superintendent touting a new project, where the school board stands next to the town council. We have so many cases where people don't get along. They literally fight. They physically fight. And it's a mess in these towns, and I think we're the best town around because of our relationship with the school district. So it gives me great pleasure to be here. I want to thank Land Architects. They were tremendous, did a phenomenal job designing this building. Our construction company is going to be great. So we are really, really looking forward to this construction. And the kids behind us by next September, not this September, but next September, will have a practically brand new middle school to come to. Thank you very much.
Now, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our superintendent, but once again, not just a superintendent, but truly a friend to our students and to our school, Dr. Robert Zega.
Thank you, Dr. Crow. Thank you, Mayor McCormick. Thank you, Board of Education. Thank you, Town Council, for this historic cooperative effort. We have yet another multi-million-dollar project going on to benefit our students, to benefit our community. We couldn't have done it separately. We could have only done it together. Our students are the greatest, our town is the greatest, and they have the greatest facilities, and they will soon have a state-of-the-art middle school. We can't thank you enough, and we are, by doing things the way we do and financing them the way we do here in Woodbridge, we are the envy of the state. Thank you very much.
Nothing happens in a school district without a proactive Board of Education, and Woodbridge certainly has that. It gives me great pleasure to introduce Board Member Molnar and Board Member Tamburello.
Thank you, Dr. Crow. On behalf of the entire Board of Education, it is an honor to be here and working with the mayor and the administration on these projects. Like we've heard many times today, this is historical. And to Land Architects, your design, where we keep a bit of history, the front of this building, where so many people, the history of this township, so many people have passed through this building, but yet it'll be modern. It'll be 21st century, and that's what we're trying to get our students to be, 21st century learners. So just a big thank you on behalf of the Board of Education to everybody involved.
As everyone has said, Woodbridge is almost unique in the relationship that the Board of Ed and the municipal government has. And so with that in mind, I'd like to introduce from the Town Council, Councilman Patel.
Good evening, good morning, everyone. I would like to just thanks everyone for being part of this really, really great process we are doing. It's a democratic process. We all work hard to just put on this whole thing together. And I'm really, really, excited. And we already have 2 new schools in Woodbridge, actually, right now. Then that's actually in my ward. We already did school, I think, 24 we are going to work on. But St. Cecilia, we already worked on, and it's going to be opening in September. So I'm really thrilled to see these 2 schools coming up with a new, like an architect and new facilities, which fits into like 21st century. So I would like to congratulate all the students, the parents, and the teachers and principals. Once again, I would like to thank the Board of the Education, Board of Education, and the Dr. Zega. And we are always there with the council and the mayors. We are always there working together. So again, it's a great project. Congratulations one more time. Thank you.
So before we go to the groundbreaking, I just want to thank people who you don't see here today, and that's our staff. What they're doing for the last couple of weeks is preparing for all the work that will be done. And that's a considerable amount of work, and that is happening without one complaint. And so I thank my colleagues here at Woodbridge Middle School, and at the top of that list is our VP and my friend Mr. Kevin Harris, who just keeps everything going at our school. He is in many ways the heart of our school. And I am grateful to work with him, and I thank him for being here with us today. And with that, let's get to the groundbreaking.